Hobbymaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
Hobbymaker are live from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day on Sky Channel 670,
Freesat Channel 807
and Freeview Channel 73. You can also watch on YouTube via some smart TVs, your computer and phone. Here we are again then. Hello, good morning. It is 6 o'clock just after on Thursday. Hope you're well, hope you slept well. And welcome to Wake Up to Hobbymaker. We're live with you every weekday morning between 6 and 8 and then back, of course, in the afternoon between 1 and 6. And all I can say about this morning's shows is OMG. We have got, if you're in the market for a deal, and let's face it, who isn't at the moment, you're in the right place. Between now and 7, we've got some of the most popular Sarah signature collections, bundles that are brand new to us, bundles that have just been put together at remarkable reductions. In some cases, you're saving upwards of like 70, 80 pounds on the bundles we've got today. And then at 7 o'clock, of course, every single day, we launch, or every weekday, we launch our Hobbymaker highlight. And that's going to be from Crafter's Companion as well. Some fantastic shaker tags to put on your gifts. Not shaker cards, but shaker tags, like that. How cool are they? With sequins included too, no less. So that's what's coming up over the next couple of hours. And honestly, if you want a bargain, then this first hour, well, actually both hours, are just right up your street. The lovely Debbie is with me. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Had a load of sleep. In bed for 8 o'clock last night.
Yeah, me too.
Loads of sleep, so I'm feeling really refreshed, really vigored, because I knew it was going to be a busy day, and I knew, especially kick-starting this first hour, some of the best Sarah signature launches that we've done in the recent months.
Yeah.
In brilliant prices.
In new bundles.
New bundles, yeah. Loads and loads of gorgeousness. Everything that you expect from a Sarah signature collection, where everything matches each other. So depending whether you love Christmas, depending whether you love butterflies, a lovely country feel, lots of lovely things. And some of the latest Christmas, can I just tell you, because we've got one that we just released not so long ago, which is madly reduced, and I know you're going to love it as much. So I want you to treat this first hour as a little bit of a delve into some really good bargains and some great products.
Whether you're buying the collection for yourself and you're keeping everything, or whether you're buying the collection and splitting it up, maybe for really inexpensive but quality gift ideas for people, maybe Secret Santas, that sort of thing. I mean, this one over here, this one is your Frosty and Bright. We've got Country Lane, we've got dragonflies, we've got butterflies, and we've got the Twas the Night Before Christmas as well. Now, if you're familiar with Sarah's signature collections, you know that they are full of variety. You've got loads of things. You've got embossing folders, you've got dies, you've got stamps. And what we've got was the Twas the Night Before Christmas, first of all. Now, I know Christmas now is not that far away, but I know there's a lot of people that start Christmas like in June and July. There's an awful lot of people that then think about Christmas like me, kind of mid-November. So if that's you, this Twas the Night Before Christmas collection is going to be an absolute must-have, because when you see where the price is going to go, it's valued at £98.90. That's what you pay if you bought everything individually. But the lovely guys and girls at Crafter's Companion have bundled a whole load of the collection together, and they give you the most remarkable value for money. We've got embossing folders that have got dies in them. We've got stamps and die sets that match. We've got dies on their own. We've got elements that allow you to build things like wreaths and things like that. Wow, this collection is going to blow your mind when you see the price. Now, if you are brand new, maybe you've just not slept and you've got the tally on, you're flicking around, you think, oh, I didn't know Hobbymaker was live at 6 in the morning. Monday to Friday we always are with Wake Up to Hobbymaker. And if you want to order anything, it's a number on your screen, 0800 number, which is free. So that's free from a landline, it's free from a mobile, and you can also free order on our website as well, which is hobbymaker.co.uk. Now the number is 0800 001 4433. Ring that number if you've never ordered anything before from us, and the guys in the call centre upstairs here will set up an account for you. Could not be easier. Now, when you have a little look at the collection, let's have a little kind of a little scan through, because you've got ephemera, you've got the berries in there, you've got Frosty silver ones, you've got red ones, gold ones. That frame next to it is a die. On the other side there, you've got a stamp collection and a die set with it as well. So you stamp the image and then the die cuts it out for you. Above that, you've then got your window element there as well. There we are, look, you've got your window stamps. Most of those have got dies as well. This is a massive, massive collection. When you see where we're going to go with this, and when you see the price of this, it's just one of those, I've got to get it. It's just an opportunity that comes along once in a while and you just think, I've got to grab it. And you've got some finished cards over there, Deb.
I have. Should I come to you, Dave?
If you want to.
Because I'm just conscious that poor little love on camera is having to run around the studio left, right and centre because we're so far away today. So I'm going to come across to you, Dave, with the samples for the first two, and then I'll come back and grab some more.
All right.
If that's okay with yourself.
All right.
And then we can show you. Come on, let's come across.
Now,
let me do the running around the studio and save his little legs.
I mean,
although I think I need a box to get a bit higher up.
Hang on, I'll lift it up.
Oh, God, that Dave. Don't be doing that at this time in the morning. But these really are a fabulous, fabulous collection. When you talk about all the lovely elements, can you hear me?
Your bells,
I'm
yeah.
jingling away like Hecky Thump here, I'm telling you, because you can hear me coming a mile away. But lovely embellishments in here, lovely dies, this gorgeous frame that you can see. You've got this one's one of my personal favourite dies, which is this musical note edgeable, which looks incredible when you cut it out and also ink through it as well. And you've got all these lovely embellishments too. So a really lovely, lovely collection. And again, very Christmassy. You've got that lovely, beautiful feature just running along the top there.
I had that die in my hands a few seconds ago, so that's going to cut out but also stay attached to the card.
Yeah, it really will. And then, of course, you've got your lovely, and this one's another gorgeous one because this is a cut and emboss folder. So can you see all that lovely embossed detail? You've got those embellishments again. You've got the stamped image on there, and then that lovely image that I actually think that one you could take outside of Christmas and use for lots of other reasons as well.
And also,
so
you could be looking inside through the window, or you could be looking outside through the window as well. Now, we've got a box for Debbie as well. That's good. So you'll be able to see her. Now, the price of this should be £98.90, okay? VS209S.
Look at this, Dave. Look at this. I'm nearly as tall as you. Just don't let me fall off, because you know what
I'll catch you. I'll catch you.
Look, Dave. Look, I feel so tall. This is what it must be like to be my sister. My sister's really tall. She is. So yeah, I'm loving it.
£98.90. I promised you a deal on this. This is not the price you're going to pay. This is what you should be paying. But when you see where these wonderful bundles in this show are going to go, you will not want to miss out on this. You really won't. And of course, this is useful all year round, every single year, every Christmas. You'll reach for these dies, you'll reach for these stamps. $39.99. Already we've got Jacqueline in for this, up early. It pays to get up early for Wake Up with Hobbymaker. The early bird catches the worm, as we say, absolutely. You never know what's coming up next on Hobbymaker. There's always surprises. There's 135 pieces in this collection for less than £40. And I can give you a little bit of a hint. This price is going to be appropriate, basically, for everything that's in this show. All these collections, okay? You're going to get some amazing deals today. As I say, if you buy the whole thing for yourself, fine. But if you buy it to maybe, I don't know, give a die to someone, give the ephemera to someone else, give that embossing and die cutting window to somebody else as well as gifts. I mean, there's tons in this collection. 135 pieces for $39.99. Wow.
Honestly.
You're saving about £70.
I can't believe the value that you're getting in terms of Sarah's signature collection. And Sarah's handpicked these pieces for this show specifically. It is her, of course, her gorgeous collections here. And she's literally taken elements of those collections and put them together to create this new bundle. Nice affordable bundles as well, Dave. I really think really nice affordable ones, but lots of elements in there. I mean, the musical notes one, although it's got that lovely Christmas theme to it, I think you could take it, depending on your colour choice. Take it out and use it in other terms of your crafting. The same with a few of those other elements, but again, Christmas made well, all your Christmas cards making very, very easy with that lovely collection.
I mean, think of it like a goodie bag, because that's really what it is.
That's a good way of looking at it, yeah.
I mean, you've got an opportunity here to get nearly £100 worth of Crafters Companion goodies for less than £40.
Yes.
And Christmas is the time, I certainly make more cards at Christmas time than I do at any other time during the year. I think most of us are in that camp. So to invest in quality dies, quality stamps, quality products for the Christmas season, you know, where are we now? Today's the 10th of November. So we've got another, 6 weeks to go before Christmas? VS2098, maybe you've got Christmas sorted and you're not in the market for that. The whole show isn't about Christmas. We've got other collections from different kind of genres and different areas of crafting as well. We've got the countryside coming up, we've got butterflies and dragonflies coming up as well. But that one is our first bundle. Primrose, hello Primrose, you're in as well. Jacqueline in Northamptonshire's already checked out for this, but what an opportunity. Everything you associate with classical Christmas is in that bundle. Dies, stamps and dies, embossing folders and dies, and of course the accessories there as well with your berries and your bells. They're all there for you for that price of $39.99. That's collection number one, but we've actually got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 collections in the show. Now the next one
is my favourite Sorrow Signature collection
to
date. I absolutely love this. I adore butterflies. Again, you can see on here we've got stamps and dies, and this is a really big statement stamp and die piece. The die enables you to cut it out onto the edge on either side, because we've put 2 separate dies in there to be able to create that effect on one side and on the other. And with a little bit of clever fussy cutting, you could actually cut the full butterfly out, but this is a really big statement piece. You've got these gorgeous frames. One of my favourites and one of my demos planned is using this gorgeous, it looks like a postage stamp die.
I love that.
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't got a sample with me because it's round at the other side, but don't worry, we'll be showing you how to make one of those later.
The frames are dies, the stamp, what looks like a stamp is dies.
You've got loads of, and when I say loads of stamps, possibly some of my favourite stamps, and if we just stretch forward, this one here is separate butterfly stamps. So it means that you can stamp out all of those lovely things, including with that frame.
Yep.
And you've got ribbon in there as well. But yeah, there's loads of lovely things that you can do with them.
Can you see those tags?
I was just going to show you, Dave, because I love a good tag, and it's a good job because we've got some shaker ones coming up later. But again, how gorgeous with those butterfly stamps and those tags to create something really that's quite a statement piece, that
I like
one.
that.
And you could lift those tags out and they could be workable tags, and I'll try and hold that there for the camera.
Now, not only have you got tags in that die set, you've also got tickets.
Yeah, tags, tickets.
Perforated tickets.
Absolutely. I love that die set. It's one of my favourites. And although it's part of this Sorrow Signature collection, you're going to grab it, Dave.
Let me just grab it, because if I just show you this ticket here, this could be an RSVP. This could be an invitation to a party or something, and then that could be the RSVP which you just tear off and send back to someone to say that you can attend. So, I mean, that in its own right, I love these, and these are all year round. Absolutely
they are, yeah.
all year round.
Yeah. Absolutely. You've got in here as well some very beautiful brads, and these brads are they've got this gorgeous enamelled feature with a butterfly actually inside them. And they are absolutely incredible. You've got this gorgeous vintage lace, and actually it's butterfly shaped.
Yeah.
Very unusual, and it just finishes off those lovely projects.
So that's one long strip, but you could even snip them into individuals.
Snip into individuals, or use it to wrap around. And then you've got this gorgeous, again, another edgeable die in here as well, in terms of this lovely edge. And I'll just turn it that way so you can see it. That could be on your box bases, so that could go around your box bases. It could be that you just want to use it to decorate around the outside of your card. So this lovely one here, although mine's took a bit of a battering, so please, I do apologise to Sandy who made this gorgeous card. But yeah, it could be an edgeable for a card as well, so it's absolutely incredible.
It could be a menu, it could be an invitation, whatever you wanted it to be. So the whole thing should be £98.90. All right, so if you love butterflies, and it's one of the most popular themes in crafting every single year, butterflies are up there in the top 3 of themes that people love to craft with. JL2021 is the product code. Are you ready to see where this price is going to go? I did promise you that the prices are going to be fairly similar throughout the show. Nearly £100 worth of vintage butterfly collection from Sarah, and we're going to match that price we showed you with the Twas the Night Before Christmas. $39.99 for all of that. Now, add it up. I mean, that die alone, that big butterfly stamp die, you pay £15, £20 for that on its own. Those frames, they'd be £15, £20 on their own.
Yeah.
That's the cost of the entire collection. So what about these for deals? It pays to get up early, tune in to Wake Up to Hobbymaker, because you never know what's coming up. Get in touch as well. What do you think about the collection? Have you bought some Sarah signatures in the past and you want to tell us about them, or what collection out of all the 5 are you going for today? Get in touch. You can do that via our website, hobbymaker.co.uk, and it says contact the studio. There's a little letterbox there. Type a message. We've actually got it there for you to see. So underneath the price, you can see it says contact the studio. There we are. That's Alex in the gallery just typing a message to us. Send it. Alex will get it and he can put it on the screen and we can answer and say hello, good morning to you. I know mornings are a bit fraught and can be a bit hectic, but if you've got a spare 5 minutes, if you're having a cup of tea and a bit of toast or something, message in, say hello. We'd love to hear from you. Hey, Dave and Debbie, there you go. See?
Oh,
and that's
thank you,
Alex.
Ali.
That's Alex in our gallery sending.
Well, no, we're not alone. We're not alone.
He says hello on there and he says hello in there as well. So there we go. If you want to go for that one with all the stamps and all the dies, and remember that beautiful lace, there's 2 meters of that butterfly lace.
There is,
and
yeah.
I do those vintage brads are
Those
really
brads
cool.
are gorgeous. And I think if I remember rightly, I'm sure there's 40 of them. Yeah, 40 of these beautiful brads. I wish you could get up and close and see them, but can you see the butterfly inside
There we are.
each one? Not an easy thing to do. It's like a resin brace.
Can I take
start
one
again?
out?
Of course you can. I'll let you do it, because
All right.
if I do it, they're going to splatter all over the counter.
I mean, I'm
But
just
yeah,
thinking.
they're absolutely gorgeous. So they're the split pins. If you're wondering what a brad is, because there may be people out there that don't know, it's like a split pin that opens so that you can pop through to your cardstock and add that lovely little embellishment, that little finishing touch.
I'm just thinking if you're putting vellum or parchment
Yes.
onto a card and you want
Yeah.
to attach it in a really decorative
Absolutely.
way, something like this is going to go a long way.
Yeah.
Really lovely. So, yeah, that's only a small part of what's in there, but you can get the whole lot for $39.99, JL 2021.
That's
Loads
really,
of you.
yeah, and it's honestly, and it's like with everything of a Sarah signature collection, you can expect everything to match. So those brads, that lace, it matches along with, and these, I always call these the hardware of any Sarah signature collection, because we know that there's papers and cardstock that you can get as well, but this is all the hardware, the things that that will last forever, apart from the brads and the lace.
Now, one of our most loyal viewers, Margot from Fife, has said hello. Hello, Margot. Good morning to you. Thank you for getting up early. Are you treating yourself this morning, Margot, to these? I mean, that price, if you take off, it's what, £98, wasn't it? You're looking at about a £60 saving by buying this as a bundle today. And I didn't realise what sort of value we got in the show until I came in this morning.
Yes,
I couldn't
yeah.
believe it. $39.99 for all of that. You've actually got, wait a minute, how many parts do you get in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 products in there. So potentially 9 presents for people, because every one of those makes a great present if you are looking for Secret Santas, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you're looking at about probably £5 per product, per packet, for all those stamps, all those tag dies, the brads, the frames. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. $39.99, JL 2021. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Elizabeth. You're in already bright and early on a Thursday morning. Now, we did promise you butterflies and dragonflies, so the next collection we've got is full of dragonflies.
It is. And I'm going to just lift these up, Dave. I've left me, in fact, you go through them. I'm going to go and grab some samples.
Okay.
Let me just get off this box.
Careful.
Look how much I've shrunk.
I was ready.
Oh, my dear.
I was ready to
well,
catch you.
I'm telling you, Dave, you don't want to be... Let me go and grab my...
If I use it, see what happens? I think I'd better just stay down here. Okay, right, let's have a little look at these then. Now, these are dies. So you've got 3 dies in here, a lovely floral frame, a big and then a slightly smaller dragonfly as well. So that's the first thing in this one. Next to this, we then have, this is your Weeping Willow. And this is a die and stencil in here. So a stencil and die set. Isn't that just gorgeous? And of course you can emboss the stencil, you can ink through it, you can do all sorts of fantastic techniques with it. Now, this is the master, the dragonfly on its own. Outline, cutting edge, and the detailed centre. You can paper piece the dragonfly. You can get your alcohol inks out, stamp it maybe onto printable acetate and colour it in. Now look at these. These are cool.
I love these. These are the gorgeous charms,
Metal
dragonfly
charms.
charms. Yep, metal charms. So you can use them for, and I've known people put these onto bracelets and things like that. However, I use it in craft. So around your ribbons, around your twines, all those kind of things to thread through, that finishing touch, maybe that little extra embellishment just to give your card that extra
Now,
touch.
it's like we're taking you off to Venice now with this beautiful
It's
bridge. That could be a
gorgeous.
bridge over a canal, couldn't
Yeah,
it? 3 dies in there. Then we've got your stamps and dies as well. So you've actually basically got the stamps and the dies that cut out the flowers. That's beautiful. You've then got your edgeable, which is just here. Again, you can use that vertically, horizontally, diagonally. It stays attached to the cardstock on that side. And then finally, ribbon that ties in beautifully with the whole thing. 6 separate
Sorry,
sets
Dave,
of ribbon.
seam binding ribbon,
Yep.
which is beautiful. I'm going to show you a few of those samples so you can see when you've got this collection on, the kind of things that you can be doing. So that's that beautiful frame with those gorgeous dragonflies, and it really does look lovely. Choose your papers. I know originally we had those papers. You may have got some because we've had them over the last few shows where you may have got certain ones in this collection, but I just want to show you that gorgeous edgeable, that lovely dragonfly there. You've got the stamps in there as well. That bridge, Dave, looks gorgeous on a bridge fold card.
Well, Alex,
So-
our producer, said poo sticks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought
And you
Venice,
can-
he thought poo sticks.
You can see those beautiful lilies there in the background. Those water lilies just look absolutely gorgeous, including, I honestly love this die. This die is really quite a gorgeous edgeable, and it could be on the, the edge of your gatefolds, or the top around your box lids again. And then that beautiful framed one as well. This is a lovely two-set piece, and you're actually getting a stencil in there as well. So to create that background, you've got a stencil to create the background, the die that cuts out the whole part, and then you've got your little dragonflies as well as all the extra little embellishments.
Are you a dragonfly fan? Okay, all of that should be $73.92 if you were to buy it separately, okay? Now, we are going to do another massive crash on the price. It's WX2040. WX2040, all those elements, all those dies, stencils, ribbon, embellishments, we're matching that price of the other collections as well. You get the whole lot for $39.99. If you are going for each of these, and some people do go for all of them, when the deals are this good, that would be around about £120 for all three. And bear in mind, the Twas the Night Before Christmas was £100 on its own. That's what you should be paying for it. So, you can get so much for your money with us right now, right here this morning. WX2040 if you love the dragonflies. Now, one of my favourite collections that Sarah put together, we've actually got the paper pad for Country Lane coming up in the next show at 7 o'clock, but it may well be on the website ready for you now. The Country Lane, I love, because this is generic all year round.
It is.
If you love your flowers, if you love your garden, you love the countryside, these are going to be right up your street. Stamps and dies to start off with. You've got your pots, you've got your topiary in there.
Yeah, these are beautiful stamps. And these are this collection was literally, Sarah thought about, she always looks at things what she likes, and she's inspired by that country theme with these. But this is a collection that I think you're going to be able to use all of these elements either together or separate. So it's a really generic collection, but a really nice theme where it all links in together with that lovely country feel. And look, you can see just how, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's what you get.
Me.
All of this here, you're going to get, and you can probably guess where the price is going to go. This one's a lovely sign which you can personalise as well, put your own sentiment on there and then hang it from the post, stamps and dies. This one is a stamp collection, and look, you can create your scenes.
Yeah.
And you've got stamps here to create perspective and depth. There's 18 stamps in here. You've got the country house, you've got the little wall with the fence and the gate as well. You've got all the rams, the ducks, the cows, and the tree, all in there. That's included. Then we come to, now this is really lovely. This is an embossing folder, but again, it's got a die in it too, hasn't it?
Yes, cut and emboss folder.
Cut and emboss.
So lovely folder there that creates that lovely. In fact, is it a cut and emboss? Let me just double check, because it is. I thought it was. Yeah, it's a cut and emboss, so you can create a lovely scene. I've got some finished samples in a second. In fact, can I just show you that one, Dave, so you can see it? This is how it works. So you've got that that lovely embossed detail. Look at how it looks all linked up, and an open door.
Yeah.
So you can peek through. So that's a gorgeous one in itself.
And talking of open doors, next to that, we've then got dies and stamps again. Now this, again, you can use with the stamps. When I showed you the tree and the farmyard animals, you can be using the stamps to actually create an outside scene looking through the archway and the doorway. You can have that door on there, closed, or so that you can open and close it. So that's another 5-piece set in there. Then you've got the same with the window. I think these are so handy and so cool. You've got the shutters, you've got the arch window, and you've also got stamps up here as well for your flowers. Actually, that's a die, beg your pardon, die and stamps. So yeah, there are the stamps, there are the dies in there. Then you've got some frames, which
These are gorgeous frames, but again, Dave, take these frames out of this collection. You're going to be able to use in lots of your other things as well. And there are a set of nesting frames that cut out fully, so you could create apertures with these as well as nested elements too.
Then we have...
I love this. I absolutely love this edgeable.
Yep.
It's a gorgeous... Have you seen the style of it? It's just so pretty. It really is incredibly pretty, and looks fabulous when you add it onto the extra detail, like on the edges of your boxes cards, the way that you would normally use an edgeable.
Vintage lantern, that's in there as well. That's a die. Then you've got your butterfly stamps. Actually, they're
Dies,
They're
yeah.
dies.
So again, you've got 2 lovely butterfly dies. In fact, those butterflies, if you got that vintage, would work lovely with those as well,
Yeah, they
depending on
would.
the colour that you use. But again, just that extra little detail. And of course, inspired by nature, you'd find your butterflies in the countryside. Absolutely lovely collection and a nice addition.
And then you get 3 different lanterns in stamps and dies as well. So 6 pieces in there as well. And then finally, so that it all works together beautifully well, you get, of course, your 3 different colours, 1 metre of each of the colour match ribbon. So all of this is one of the biggest bumper bundles we've got in the show. It really is massive.
Oh, it's a huge bundle, this one. When you talk about how much metal's in that collection, let alone the stamps and the ribbon as well, that's an incredible value. And wait till you see this, Dave.
£115.88 is what this would be if you were to buy all those components separately. Let us do another price drop. Let's do another price crash for you this morning. We're making it worth your while getting up at the crack of dawn, 082098. We're going to match that price. We're going to do it again. $39.99 for the lot. And, you know, to be honest with you, a lot of that doesn't actually have a country theme to it. I mean, the door and the window, you can use those in all sorts of situations.
And I know I'm showing you samples that where it looks, because as with all of our Sorrow Signature collections, they all tie in, they all work together. That being a really lovely countryside feel to it. I mean, I want to live in a house that's got those kind of windows with those plant pots out there and that lovely vintage lamp. But again,
one day, Debs, one
I know,
day.
one day, Dave, one day. But you can see how it all works together. But it's like you said, Dave, you can actually take these bits of these collections and just use them. I mean, I love a TP card. That looks incredible on a TP card with that window on there, the topiary outside. It's just absolutely a lovely collection. It gives you a really feel-good factor, a really nice, warm, fuzzy feel when you see this collection.
I'll let you into a bit of a secret. If you order this now, you pay your P&P of $3.95. That's your first purchase of the day, let's say. In the 7 o'clock show, we've got a bumper bundle of the Country Lane pad with another pad as well at an incredible price. So you can order that maybe in the 7 o'clock show. You won't pay any more postage. You won't pay anything for the phone call, and it's free to order on our website as well. Absolutely. When you pay your 1 P&P of $3.95, that's it taken care of right through until midnight tonight. 1 P&P. Okay, that's Country Lane. Now, the last collection we've got is...
Now, honestly,
this one here,
Dave,
Frosty and Bright.
This is one of Sarah's latest Christmas collections. To see this in this, and I'll call it as it is. It's a sale. It's a sale. Sarah's signature sale. To see this in this show has my flabbergasted because it literally
has never been so good.
It has never been so. Honestly. This is beautiful. This collection of dies in there and stamps in there. It's absolutely fantastic. There's frames in there. We've got embossing folders. Honestly, it's just a beautiful, beautiful collection. And I'm shocked again to see it in there. Look at those gorgeous baubles. I've got a lovely sample with the baubles.
And you've got the elements there that allow you to stamp and make a wreath or make a Christmas tree. You've got a die and a stamp set there as well with lots of different verses on. Up the top here, you've got the dies that cut in and cut out of the cardstock. So you've got like Happy that stands up, and then the holidays underneath it cuts into the cardstock. You've got Happy Holidays. Then next to that, we've got Happy Christmas.
And this is a lovely frame, this one. It's an embossed frame that cuts out as well. So you can see that lovely element there. Look how beautiful it is with the baubles. And then that Merry and Christmas is also in there because you've got that lovely... Oh, look at this. It's almost like there's a shaker theme going off today.
There is.
But absolutely... beautiful. We've got sequins coming up later. Oh God, just Christmas tree. Look at this Christmas tree, Dave. How beautiful is that?
Wow.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Now, I think,
again, a lovely collection.
I've got another one here. This is actually a 3D embossing folder. Now imagine how that tree is going to look with that 3 different levels of embossing. That's incredible. A little bit of gilding wax on the top of that.
Absolutely.
That'll look incredible, won't it? And of course, 3D embossing folders are the way to go. The difference between a 2D and a 3D embossing folder is immense. This one is actually a die. This tree is a die. And again, you've got the die that actually cuts in and keeps the cardstock in, and you've got the outside cutting edge separate, so you can cut it out if you want to as well. Oh, I love this. I love all of these collections, to be fair.
They're all fabulous. And again, another Christmas collection, whether it be the Twas the Night you're going for or whether it be the Frosty and Bright. Twas the Night's got the more vintage feel.
Yep.
This one's got a more modern contemporary feel.
Yeah.
And a lovely collection to be able to create lots of amazing, I'm going to say it as it is, amazing Christmas cards or projects. This one's a nice one with the stamp and die set because you've got the die that says Christmas and then all the rest there is what you can customise to say whichever way around you want to pop it in the order that you want to do it in. Absolutely fabulous collection.
Absolutely. So, yeah, you can actually tailor-make your message. So there it is. The whole collection should be $77.91. All right. Are we going to do what I think we're going to do?
You almost feel like there's a theme running along the show. It's almost like it was planned. But honestly...
$39.99. All of our collections in this show are $39.99. Now, some of them should be $115, $120, some of them are $80, some of them should be $90-something. They're all down, if you cherry pick your favourite, to $39.99. We will do some demos and things like that in the show, but we wanted to get across the value that we've got here today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you've been following Sarah for as many years as I know a lot of people have, but there may be people that are just new to the channel, new to a Crafter's Companion, Sarah releases collections called Sarah Signature Collections, where everything is tailor-made to work with each other. But she doesn't just limit it to working with each other. She puts elements in there that you can then take out, mix and match with other collections, but you can be guaranteed if you want a country feel, you'll go to that Country Lane one. If you want your modern contemporary Christmas cards, you're going to go for that beautiful Frosty and Bright. The vintage butterflies speak for itself, that lovely vintage feel with those really stunning butterflies. Everything works together beautifully. You don't have to go searching around for anything that matches because she's done all that hard work for you.
Let me just grab something. I just want to tease you. Don't worry about following me.
He's grabbing the paper pad.
I'm going to tease you about what's coming up at 7 o'clock because it's appropriate. If you're going to go for any of the collections today, if you go for vintage butterflies or you go for Country Lane, these two paper pads are from both of those collections.
Yes.
They're coming up in the next hour and it's buy one, get one free.
I didn't know that. And I didn't know that. I thought you said there was a deal on it. I didn't know it was a buy one, get one free
if you
deal.
buy one of these, you'll get the other one. And remember, we've got Country Lane in here. We've got vintage butterflies
We have,
in here. So these paper pads, you can get them in the next show. So that's why it's really important for you to remember it's a free phone call, 1 P&P per day, not per order. So you can order those a bit later on, but get your Country Lane or get your vintage butterflies in this show, and then you've got that to come up as well in the next show. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, please do. We'd love to get your messages. We're a little bit more interactive in the morning. We've got a little bit more time to kind of chat and say hi and all that sort of thing in the morning. We're also on between 1 and 6 every day in the afternoon as well. But get in touch. Just message us on that little box that Alex showed you at the beginning of the show, our producer, on our website, hobbymaker.co.uk. There's a little box there. There we are. Look, you can see he's tapping away. Send a message. It's free to do that. It goes straight through to Alex next door in the control room, and then he can put it on the screen, and we can answer any questions or just say hi, good morning. Which of these collections are you going for? It's 6:30. Is that when beep, 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 the alarm goes off? I had a lovely lady say to me at the NEC, she said, I wake up to Hobbymaker every morning. She said, I have a cup of tea in bed, put the telly on, and see what bargains are on. So if that's you, Patsy has just got in touch with us. Hello, Patsy. I don't know if you're having a cup of tea in bed this morning, whether you're up and out. Patsy in West Midlands says, morning, Dave, Debbie, and all at Hobbymaker. My son's off to work at 5:30, so always watch you in bed with a frothy mocha.
Oh,
care,
wow.
Patsy. And
That's my kind of lady.
It's got to be a frothy mocha. Yeah.
Honestly, I love frothy coffee. So that's my kind of drink that I would like to wake up to.
If you're going to have a mocha, have a frothy one.
Yes, absolutely.
Say. Patsy, good morning. Nice to know you watch us every morning. And these collections are absolutely flying. Another regular, Margot. Morning, Margot. Lovely to hear from you again. She says, I'm treating myself to the I'm treating myself to the dentist this morning. Oh, bless
you, Margot.
That's my idea of, no. Oh, can't think about that. Best of luck. Hope everything's all right.
So she's up early, bright and ready. I bet she's getting herself psyched up.
Hope you
normally have to psych yourself up. I don't know if you know, well-known fact is I used to work in dentistry.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Before coming to Crafter's Companion, I worked in dentistry for a long time.
I need to check up.
I'd started off as a dental nurse. My son's always asking me, have a look into... I'm like, I'm not a dentist. I used to work as a dental nurse and then moved into another practice where I was the...
Trust me, you won't want to look in there. It's not pretty sight.
Do you know, this is the thing that I'm obsessed with teeth. When I look at people, it's the first thing I go to. I look at teeth. I'm just obsessed with it. So, but Look at them all now. Oh, goodness me, what's going on there? But it's just one of those things, isn't it?
I grind mine.
Do you what? You grind
grind it
them?
when I'm
Do you get
sleeping.
things for those to stop yourself from grinding?
Oh, really?
You can get little mouth guards,
We'll have to talk later.
We'll talk later.
All right. Dave's Dentistry.
We're veering
open
off a
every
different
morning
thing
between 6
here.
and 8. Dave and Deb's Dentistry. There we go. Every morning, 6 till 8 on Hobbymaker. All right, Debs, what are you going to show us?
Well, I'm going to start with my favourite Saracen collection, and I have mentioned that I do love this collection, the vintage butterflies. Lots of lovely elements, and of course, like as Dave's just mentioned, you've got those beautiful paper pads. Now, I'm using one of them that's called the Marvellous Mariposa. It is a beautiful, beautiful collection, and a really lovely die that comes in 3 pieces. So, in terms of, and I love the postage stamp element to this with this lovely scalloped die. So the 3 pieces, that it creates this lovely outside panel. You've then got another one that creates a little piece to be able to create a frame, and then the decorative piece. So if you wanted to cut into cardstock with no outside cutting, this is the die that you would use. But of course, it all works beautifully together. So I'm going to put those 2 pieces together and hold that down with some low-tack tape, and we'll run that through. Now, I've got some Centura Pearl that I've popped it onto, which is a lovely mint colour. But again, you could be, do you know, the idea behind this collection, that lovely vintage feel, but there's nothing to stop you from using this collection in a way, Dave, in terms of your colours. You could brighten it up.
Yeah.
So you could make it a little bit more modern if you wanted to as well.
I love that kind of postage stamp edge.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it, but I love it to bits.
And it is. It's just a beautiful design, this one. And again, one of the most popular ones that we've done with the Saracen collection. People loved it. So I'm really pleased that for those people who maybe not, you know, didn't fall in love the first time around, or have never seen it before, I've got an opportunity to get hold of it at such an amazing price today. It's incredible, incredible deals.
If
They
you just
really
tuned
are.
in, just switched on, all the collections today, some of them are worth over £100, are $39.99 while we've got the stock. What a good way to start the day, knowing you've saved so much money.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to poke out a few of those little bit pieces. Again, the detail on this die, you've got embossed details in there. You've got this gorgeous liftable, and they all lift out, Dave. So I know I'm poking those pieces out, but can you see those lovely wings lift perfectly? Just continue to poke all those pieces out. I've got one pre-poked. That doesn't sound right, does it, first thing in the morning? Especially as poor Margot's going to the dentist. I've already pre-poked all my little pieces out and added a few little sparkly bits into that centre as well. And I'll pop it there for you so you can see there. But that lovely wing lifts, just gorgeous. And it does mean you could put perhaps some acetate around the back.
Yep.
Maybe add it as a little shaker element as well. I've just gone with a little piece of, I say a little piece, I've just done a little bit of an inky background with a blue and a yellow, pop that together, and that's going to sit over the top. Coming to this postage part, the main outline, this is when you can make your dies really quite stand out. So run that through, Dave, and you cut out, and I've run it through 3 times, so I've got 3 panels using the outside die to create myself a little bit of an easel card. So 3 pieces, one's going to be the base, one's going to be the middle bit, which is why I've put a couple of score lines, and I've gone to the centre part of the postage part, the outside die, and a little bit just at the top, so about a quarter of an inch or half an inch in, because what I want to do is create, just grab my bone folder, a bit of an easel with this. So again, just that's why I've popped it in, and you can do that. You could actually do it in one fell swoop with 2 pieces of cardstock and run it through together, and just leave it overhung so that you get a piece in full. But I prefer to do it this way, so I'm not taking any way of that lovely design.
Debbie, I'm just thinking, you know, whenever I've done a show that's got like a postage stamp theme to it, it's always been one of the most popular shows of the day. So if you're buying this collection to make cards to sell, I bet you any postage cards that you make will fly off the shelf. I don't know what it is about it, but people love it.
They do, absolutely they do. Now on this one, Dave, I've just taken the outside die again to cut out the piece that will sit in. So you don't even have to work it out. You've got the dies there for you to be able to use that. And then I've taken some of that vintage, gorgeous butterfly cardstock, or paper, shall we call it, and just inked around the edge. And I'm just going to lie that so you can see how it fits in to that base, and then I'm going to attach this front piece over the top. Reason I've done it there is so it gives it a really nice, neat feature, and I'm not having to do any measuring because the die's done all that hard work for me. And now you can see I've got my lovely easel starting. Just going to put a bit of glue just at the bottom. Don't run out on me now. You stay there. I managed to find a dotty tape pen.
You didn't?
I did.
How'd you
I've
manage that?
raided our cupboard. I've raided our cupboard and found one.
Oh.
So I'm just using it, borrowing it, using it. I'm going to take it home with me. But yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm thinking, what's happened here? I've untangled, I've not glued it down properly. Let's pop that back on. There we go. Let me just make sure I stick that down perfectly. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same with the top piece, Dave, where I'm just going to place that over to the top. So let's pop a little bit of glue again. Just into that, and again I've just cut using the outside die to create that frame piece. Sits perfectly on. So now I've got a lovely easel card going off. I've actually used one of the stamps from that collection and popped it on to some foam pads and popped a little bit of matching green Centura pearl. I say green, it's that lovely mint. Let's see if I can get these off with me pokey tool. There we go. That's going to act as my stopper. Yep, a stopper. I'll get it say it the right way today.
What do you normally call it?
A flopper stopper. I know. Yeah. I don't know. It's to stop it from a flopper stopper, Alex.
Stopper.
It's to stop it from flopping over my easel part. So that's why I call it that. I've got myself little affectionate nicknames for these things, you see, Dave. Now I am going to use my red liner tape because when I was doing this, I was trying to save on my dotty tape pen, so I'm not going to stick it all down. If you have got a dotty tape pen or some glue, you can go into the back and stick it all down, but I'm just going to mount that over to the top of my little inky background. I haven't put the glue at the back of my wings because I wanted those wings to lift off.
I love the fact it stays attached. I like that.
It's just, honestly, it's beautiful, but works lovely. So it could sit in the middle really nice and neatly. I'm going to give it a little slight twist over there, and I could use foam pads or 3D Collal glue to lift that, but I'm going in for a little bit of a cheeky skew whiff mark, and then I'm just going to add into that bottom a little bit of a ribbon, and again, you've got yourself a really quite funky looking card.
I love that.
With that lovely, with Alex says, with a flopper stopper.
With a flopper stopper.
So you can see just how beautiful that all works together using that just one die set and a stamp.
Now, let me remind you of what you're going to get in the Vintage Butterflies collection. It's all here. Basically, everything that you see in blue here on the stand is included. Now, I know 6 o'clock in the morning is really early. Lots of you maybe set your alarm for 6:30 or whatever, or maybe you're up earlier than that, I don't know. But what a way to start the day with a bumper signature collection from Sarah. So those are the dies that Debbie was using in the demonstration there. That beautiful butterfly with the wings still attached, and then that postcard or that postage stamp edge. You've then got this wonderful collection of stamps, loads of verses, which if I lifted up there, you can probably see a little bit easier. There we go. There's loads of verses in there, sending you butterfly kisses on your special day. Thank you so much. Butterfly wishes, all of those stamps. You get 13 of them in there. Then down the bottom, you've then got a mixture, again, of lots of different butterflies as stamps. So that's a massive stamp collection. Really useful are these tags. I love this. And you've got that terrible ticket down the bottom there. Not terrible, but terrible. So you've got little perforations, so you can put anything on that ticket. I was saying about RSVPs, you know, replying to invitations. That would be handy, Phil. Then you've got above it the 3 ornate frames that nest into each other really well. Over here, this one is it's called the Monarch, and this, as you can probably see, this is a stamp, isn't it? Diane stamp. Oh, look. Look, there's the big stamp, but then you've actually got the dies to cut out the wings, but it doesn't cut it out completely. So just like the one that we showed you a few minutes ago, the wings can be lifted up if you want them to be. So that would make a lovely wall art. That would look great in a box frame. Then you've got an edgeable down here. Now that can be a header. It could be on the side. You can make actually a lovely ornate frame with that one as well. And then the icing on the cake really are these beautiful brads. Now these have got the vintage butterfly images in the heads of the brads, and you get 40 of them in there. Where'd you get things like this? And then you've got, I think it's 2 meters, isn't it? Yep. 2 meters in length of that beautiful lace. And the lace is actually a whole load of butterflies joined together. So if you wanted, if I just open this for a sec, so I don't know if this is in a sealed cellophane wrapper or something, but look at this. Look at this. Now you can actually use this on clothing. You could actually put it around cuffs, put it around hems of skirts, put it across the backs of jackets. But also, of course, they're very usable and trimmable. And they actually, you've even got this really lovely wooden cone as well, a wooden, what do you call these, spools?
Yes, yeah, ribbons. A
Ribbon spool.
Spool.
And that's a decorative thing in its own right as well. So all of that for $39.99, and it should be, this is one of the biggest savings. This should be 117? Is that right? 115. It was £115. Today it's $39.99 for everything. Oh, this was 98, beg your pardon. This was 98. There we go. So £98 for that normally. It's $39.99 if you like it today, saving you, doing the maths, nearly £60 off the price. Now, I'm going to quickly remind you about the Frosty and Bright one as well. And as Debbie said, Sarah has handpicked all of these components to go into these bundles today and slashed the price for you. So happy Christmas early, really. And this is a slightly more contemporary Christmas. The Twas the Night Before is really traditional. This one's a little bit more contemporary. And if you just have a little look at these two, this will kind of show you why we say it's more contemporary, because you've got very modern looking Christmas trees. This is actually an embossing folder, but a 3D embossing folder. So that would be amazing. Imagine that in mirror card. Imagine that maybe in a dark satin card then with some gilding wax on the top of it. And this is also another very, very popular and also very kind of contemporary Christmas tree. You've got the outline die to cut it out. If you just want to keep it in your cardstock, that would look cool actually. Just use the main die and it will stay attached. So those two things are really cool and lovely. Then down on the bottom shelf, what have we got here? We've got your baubles, 3 baubles. And there's actually 6 dies in there. So it's an outside cutting edge and the detail die. Then you've got your tree ferns, and now this is fantastic because all of the elements there allow you to make up your Christmas tree or make up your wreath. There we go, so those are dies. And then over here we've got the main word Christmas is a die, and then you've got all of the other words, stamps, okay? So wishing you a Christmas filled with warmth, family, friends and fun, so you can make up your own message that's appropriate to whoever you're sending it to. These up here, these will cut in and cut out of your cardstock, and you've got 3 of them. You've got Merry and Bright, you've got Happy Christmas, and you've got Happy Holidays. So the happy stays kind of projected at the top of the cardstock, and then the other word gets cut in. And then this one is a beautiful die frame that you can see here. It's actually a die and embossing folder. So you've got the embossing folder that does the beautiful decorative emboss around the rectangle, and then the aperture in the middle is a die which will cut it out for you, so you can make these beautiful frames. So this one, all of the prices today, just to make it simple for us probably more than anything else, $39.99 for all of that in Frosty and Bright. And this is one of the latest signature collections to come from Crafter's Companion and Sarah. And remember, if you're thinking, oh, I like that, but I've never watched Hobbymaker before, I've never ordered anything from Hobbymaker before, it's easy to order. Couldn't be simpler. Free phone number, 0800 001 4433. Now, you're not phoning a different country or anything like that. It's coming to our call centre in this building, okay? And they're a great team, family-run call centre, and they're there 24/7. So if you want to process your order and join Hobbymaker, they'll do that for you. If you've got a query about an order, they'll help you out as well. They're 24/7. OJ 2071, that will be on its way to you straight away. And it maybe it's only now that you're thinking about Christmas. Maybe you think about Christmas in June, July, because you're the crafter, but maybe the kids or other members of the family don't even start thinking about it until I'm a Celebrity starts on the television or whatever, and you're thinking, right, okay, I've got to get some stuff for the kids to do their card making. This is the most affordable way of getting so much for your money. $39.99. I'm with Debs, she's here.
Yep.
Yep, we've been the early morning duo for a couple of days, haven't we, you and me?
It feels like you're miles away from me, Dave, so I'm like, what did you say? So I'm going to use the Frosty and Bright. So I've done a vintage butterfly. So what I thought I'd do is I'd change up to one of our lovely Christmas collections. Although Debbie's struggling to get that out. I don't know if you know. Oh, I had to have my Weetabix this morning. So I'm going to use a couple of the elements from the Frosty and Bright. One of my favourites is this cutaway. It's almost like an edgeable, but stays connected to the cardstock at the same time, if that makes sense. Because on the top line, you've got this running raised cutting edge. So it can be at the very top of your cards, like you can see here, Dave.
Yep.
But the bottom word stays connected into the cardstock, so it cuts into the cardstock. So it creates that edgeable feel, but it does mean that you can start to play around with this and use it in so many different ways. So for me, I'm going to pop it. I've got a 6x6 card base. So this actually came from our 12... our A3 multi-purpose cardstock. I know we haven't got it in stock at the moment. I'm not sure if it's on your website, but I know we've been struggling to get hold of it. But I cut that down to 12 inches and scored it at 6. And then exactly the same, just cut it to 6. So I've got a perfect 6x6. Because I just want to explain, these are big dies. It actually is a really big die that goes to around about just shy of 6.5. So it's a nice big die. So I am going to have a little bit of a overhang, but that's absolutely fine, because what I want to do is create myself a little bit of a fancy card to this. So I'm going to go up about a couple of inches on there, and I'm going to hold that down with some low tack tape again. So if I just bring me low tack tape, I'm going to hold it at the top part and that part, and then I'm just going to spread that out so that I know it's not going to cut into this back part of the card.
Okay.
I am going to use it on my Gemini Junior. I'll be able to get away with that, because all I want to do is just create that lovely cut. And again, let's just run that through. Even though I've got the little die hanging out at that edge, it's absolutely fine, Dave. It won't contact the rollers or anything, because it's sandwiched in between the plates and the shims, so it's absolutely fine to do that.
Yep.
And when you lift that out, we can then take away, and if I just lift my tape off, let's take, come on, you're going to come, you're coming, whether you like it or not. Let's just take that off. I know, I always feel like saying that. Alex is sending me, get off. I want to, that's exactly, get off me cardstock, come away. Just so I can show you now. And if I lift that off, you can see what we've got here is it's cut out, but I just want to remove that. So I'm just going to grab my scissors, Dave, and just pop, I don't know if you heard that then, I forgot to turn my watch off this morning. It was starting to ping away at me to tell me we've got shaker
I don't know what it is, mine starts to talk to me.
Oh, it does sometimes. If I have to be careful how I say things, because that certain little thing that likes to do the talking thinks I'm saying it sometimes, and so it'll just randomly,
makes me jump
in the
out
middle
my
of
skin.
nowhere, just talk to me. And I'm like, what? I didn't even speak to you.
No, I know.
So I have to be careful, and I forgot to switch it off, so now I've just turned it off. You can't hear it anymore. So I've just taken away that little bit of an edge. Now, at the moment, if I just turn it there, you can see what I've done is I've created this piece. It's got the happy at the top, on that raised edge, that edgeable factor, but the Christmas itself is actually cut out. So again, really nice effect, and it looks lovely. And especially when you're making your shaped cards as such, it looks really lovely.
It's a bit different, and you are going to get not only Happy Christmas, you get Happy Holidays and Merry and Bright in the same sort of design as well.
So I've taken some cardstock just to put at the back. So I've chosen some of our luxury cardstock because I want that Christmas to stand out a little bit. So I'm just putting a bit of glitter around the back of there. So I'm just going to use, apologies, but I am going to be using the borrowed one, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not rubbing it in your face, as I promise. We will be getting them back in stock. They will be coming. We've just got to be patient. It's almost like they're on that slow boat from China, quite literally. So I'm just going to pop that onto there like so. Just rub that off. That's the lovely thing about this. You know, even if you've gone a little bit over, because it's dotty, you can rub it off, so it's gone. There's no longer no stickiness there. So again, that just makes that pop that little bit.
Nice.
And what's really going to make it pop is by just choosing some cardstock, and I'll just use me all-purpose glue for this background piece. And again, we've got lots of lovely, gorgeous glitter cardstock. We even had some on yesterday, didn't we, Dave?
Yeah, we did.
When we had some lovely cardstock.
I'll tell you as well, we have got a deal that you're not going to believe with luxury foiled 12 by 12 paper pads in the next show as well, where you get buy one, get one free.
So anybody that missed out yesterday, we've got it back on today.
We have.
Oh my days, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And of course, we're launching our Hobbymaker Highlight, as we do every day at 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. weekdays. So you'll love it. You really, really will. From Crafter's Companion in about 10 minutes.
So just by adding that paper now, it's made it pop. and you can see it's just literally popped off that page. I could highlight those even more by adding some of the cardstock. I could cut it out again and put the paper piece on there, but we're running out of time, so I'm not going to. But again, you've got the little cutout piece, and there is a C somewhere on here. I've just looked what I've done with it, but you could actually use that for something else, Dave. So take the Christmas and use it for something else. But yeah, Christmas doesn't quite sound right, does it? I've probably flicked it on the floor. Knowing me, I do it all the time. I just sweep everything onto the floor. Now you've got these gorgeous baubles as well, Dave. Now the baubles come in 2 separate pieces, so you can create a matte part. And the matte part, if I just bring that in, again, I've used the same kind of cardstock. That creates that lovely matte piece. This piece, the decorative piece, is a separate one that cuts out a completely separate bauble. So you can use those on their own, or matching and layer them up just makes again. And I've gone quite subtle with my colours, not like me normally. But again, I'm just going to layer that up onto the top. And that delicate feature creates these beautiful baubles. Done exactly the same with this shape. Cut out that shape, and then cut out with the intricate die. I've just used a little bit of white just to make that pop off that pink. And again, add that little bit of dimension and that little bit of contrast when it comes to. And if I just move those to one side, Dave.
That's a good test for the tape pen as well, to stick it onto glitter card and it sticks.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's really strong. It absolutely is. I'm going to bring in my 3D Collage glue for this one because I want to lift those baubles. So I'm going to pop on 1 and then 2. I'll just overlay that slightly. And I've got myself a couple of little ribbon bows that I've just, from my stash, pop that over the top to create that lovely bauble-y, is that the right word? Bauble-y feel? Yeah. Bauble feel. And I'm just adding now a little snowflake because I feel like this is just that little bit too white. So I've just used one of my generic snowflakes, got myself a little extra gem, and I'm just going to pop that. Just excuse me a minute, I'll just pop that there. And again, I could have highlighted that happy, but I'm quite happy. I think it just works really well.
Debs, that's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you very much.
Love it.
There you go.
Now, we're nearly at the end of our first show, and we're nearly going to be starting our Hobbymaker highlight show at 7 o'clock live. Don't miss a thing. If you want to go to our website, if you've not really been watching, maybe you have things going on, the family, distracting you, feeding the dog, that sort of thing, look on the website, hobbymaker.co.uk, because everything in the show, all the bundles that we've talked about for $39.99 are there, but all the individual items are there as well. So you can see how much all of these things cost. Do the maths, add them up. It comes to, but obviously the prices vary depending on which kit you go for, but you're saving in excess of £50 on each one. Some of them you're saving around about £70 on as well. So all the 5 collections, we've got Twas the Night Before Christmas, Vintage Butterflies, we've got Dancing Dragonflies, we've got Country Lane, and we've got Frosty and Bright. Now they are all hand-picked pieces from Sarah's signature collection that she's put together at amazing deals. They're all just £39.99, and you've got in excess of 70, 80, 90, some of them even £100 worth of value for under 40, okay? So have a little look at the website. You can order after the show if you want to. That was the Twas the Night Before Christmas with all the embellishments and what have you and dies. It's a mixture of stamps, dies, embossing folders. There's tons. All the individuals are going on the website as well, so if you just want to cherry pick something, maybe you just want those tags. But remember, the best value is to buy the bundle. You get, in some cases, like 9 items for under £40. Great if you want to split it and gift it to friends. Great if you just want to kind of treat yourself to these collections. Split it between a couple of people, split it between 9 people. It's entirely up to you. They're great for Secret Santas as well. If you've got a crafting group and you want to give the gift of quality stamps and dies, then you can't really go wrong with Crafter's Companion. And of course, these Sarah signature bundles. Okay, well, it's coming up to 7 o'clock. We'll take a short break at this point, then we'll come back with the launch of the Hobbymaker Highlight. It's a fantastic, novel shaker tag idea, which you'll see in about 3 minutes' time.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Davies and I'm here to tell you all about my brand new live UK tour, Craft Your Christmas. Now, if you didn't guess by the not so subtle title, Craft Your Christmas is designed to be like the ultimate seasonal experience, which is guaranteed to get you feeling really festive and totally inspired to get creative. Now, I've designed this as like the perfect girls' night out. So bring your friends, your mum, your daughter, your neighbours, whoever it is, a couple of glasses of wine and a nice meal beforehand. Come along and I promise you, not only am I going to entertain you, but I'm also going to get you feeling super creative for Christmas. So many of us dream of having like that perfect creative Christmas. Whether it's from your tablescaping, your ornaments, your decorations, how you wrap your presents, how you do crafts with the kids, I'm going to give you the tips and tricks for all of it so that you can have the best Christmas ever. So, if you want to get your tickets for Craft Your Christmas, and trust me, you will not want to miss out, they're available on ticketmaster.co.uk. Just go and search my name, Sarah Davies, on the site, or of course you can have a quick little look on my website, sarahdavies.com, for more information. Now, that's all from me, but I really hope I get to see some of you there.
When you purchase anything on Hobbymaker, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning that you can shop with confidence. Happy shopping with Hobbymaker. It couldn't be easier to watch Hobbymaker. You can join us on Sky, Freeview, on our website or on YouTube, so you can watch at home or on the go.
Our call centre is based in the UK and available 24/7. Just call 0800 001 4433 or email help@hobbymaker.co.uk. Hobbymaker are live from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day on Sky Channel 670,
Freesat Channel 807,
and Freeview Channel 73. You can also watch on YouTube via some smart TVs, your computer and phone.
Here at Hobbymaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
Hello Hobbymakers, may I introduce to you the Hobbymaker Highlights. Every weekday we'll be offering you a fantastic product at our best ever price. It's launching at 7 a.m. with a second look at 3 p.m. but only available for 24 hours. So remember, your Hobbymaker Highlight launches every weekday at 7 a.m. Don't miss out.
Hobbymaker are live from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day on Sky Channel 670
Freesat Channel 807,
and Freeview Channel 73. You can also watch on YouTube via some smart TVs, your computer and phone.
Want to know what's going on in the next show? Then head over to our website. Click on the TV guide. This will tell you who's presenting, which guest we have joining us, along with what's going on in each hour. If you ever miss a show, you can catch up by clicking on the day you missed and then click Watch This Show. You can also view what product was on and if it's still available to buy. Catch up on Hobbymaker.
Hobbymaker are proud to work alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry. Keep watching for these brands and many more here on Hobbymaker.
Are you having trouble finding the perfect gift? Then why not treat them to the new gift card from Hobbymaker at hobbymaker.co.uk. Simply scroll down to the bottom where it says gift cards, click and you'll be taken to the right place. Decide between posting the card or delivery by email and then decide how much you want to add. You choose the value. So what do you get the crafter that's got everything? Why not treat yourself or them to the Hobbymaker gift card? If you've recently missed your favourite show on Hobbymaker, it's really easy to catch up on our website. Simply visit hobbymaker.co.uk and click TV Guide. Here you'll be able to choose any show broadcast in the last 7 days, which you can watch, pause and rewind at your convenience. And to make shopping even easier, any items featured in the show will appear underneath. With Hobbymaker's Catch-Up, there's never a reason to miss out, no matter what time of day.
It couldn't be easier to watch Hobbymaker. You can join us on Sky, Freeview, on our website or on YouTube, so you can watch at home or on the go.
Here at Hobbymaker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobbymaker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobbymaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your craft you makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random, and we'll announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 PM show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated, and get inspired with Hobbymaker.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Davies and I'm here to tell you all about my brand new live UK tour, Craft Your Christmas. Now, if you didn't guess by the not so subtle title, Craft Your Christmas is designed to be like the ultimate seasonal experience, which is guaranteed to get you feeling really festive and totally inspired to get creative. Now, I've designed this as like the perfect girls' night out. So bring your friends, your mum, your daughter, your neighbours, whoever it is, a couple of glasses of wine and a nice meal beforehand. Come along and I promise you, not only am I going to entertain you, but I'm also going to get you feeling super creative for Christmas. So many of us dream of having like that perfect creative Christmas. Whether it's from your tablescaping, your ornaments, your decorations, how you wrap your presents, how you do crafts with the kids, I'm going to give you the tips and tricks for all of it so that you can have the best Christmas ever. So, if you want to get your tickets for Craft Your Christmas, and trust me, you will not want to miss out, they're available on ticketmaster.co.uk. Just go and search my name, Sarah Davies, on the site, or of course you can have a quick little look on my website, sarahdavies.com, for more information. Now, that's all from me, but I really hope I get to see some of you there.
Our call centre is based in the UK and available 24/7. Just call 0800 001 4433 or email help@hobbymaker.co.uk.
When you purchase anything on Hobbymaker, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning that you can shop with confidence. Happy shopping with Hobbymaker.
Hobbymaker are live from 1 PM to 6 PM every day on Sky Channel 670
Freesat Channel 807
and Freeview Channel 73. You can also watch on YouTube via some smart TVs, your computer and phone. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're well. It is Thursday. Yes, the countdown is on to the weekend, and we are about to launch the most incredible Hobbymaker highlight. Now, we do this every day. We launch it at 7 AM, and then it comes back in the afternoon on a repeat at 3 o'clock, because obviously we have a different audience in the morning compared to the afternoon. Now, who doesn't love a good shaker card? Well, what we've got for you this morning is a shaker. It's the shaker element, but it's actually the ability to be able to make your own shaker gift tags. Now, we're coming up to the biggest gift-giving season of the entire year. And tags, if you normally buy them from the shops, they're usually quite dull. They're usually quite expensive as well. Why not make your own shaker tags? Not just for Christmas, but for all year round. And Debs has got some over there to show you. I love these.
Yeah, these are really cool because they're just, I mean, I love shaker cards.
I do.
full stop. I absolutely love shaker cards. I love the surprise element. I love the shake. And let me just tell you, shakers can have all sorts of different things in there. But what we've done with this one is we have actually created some beautiful shaped shaker tags. So, and these are really, I mean, they're such good fun. They're miniature in size, but it does mean that this die set is going to enable you to create your beautiful tags. But with the tag, it does mean, Dave, that you could then take it into your card making as well and add it into card making too. So you could take it from a tag form, like so, and with a lovely shaker element to it, you could take it into the card too. So there's lots of things you're going to be able to do with this. Can I just quickly fire it away and show you what we've got on my board?
What? Can I just show you what the deal is?
Of course you can.
Let me just show you that, because
can.
I've got the packaging here to show you. You get all of these dies. So you've got your circle, you've got your heart, you've got your star, you've got your flower, and you've got your little perfume bottle as well, all to make the shaker tags. But you're also going to get a big pack, a huge pack, 50 grams in actual fact, of your iridescent sequins to put in the shaker card as well. Now, when you consider how many tags and how many different shapes you can make, $17.98 is a brilliant price. It really is fantastic, but that is not the Hobbymaker highlight price. Think about how much you pay for a pack of tags in an upmarket gift shop. They could be £3, £4 just for, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 10 of them, something like that. Now you can make your own fun shaker tags with all those elements you can see there. Let us give you the Hobbymaker highlight price, shall we?
But you're going to be so shocked, Dave.
I thought this was a mistake. I really
You did.
All of those dies and the sequins, it's going to be less than £15. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Dina. You're all coming in for this. Dawn in Hampshire. Dawn's got hers. Well done, Dawn. £14.99. Look at that. £14.99.
And this is the die set that you're getting. So all here is all the metal. So you can see all your metal down there with these fabulous, fun shapes. So we're talking stars, we're talking circles, we've got love hearts in here, we've got flowers, we've got some nesting elements that all work together as well. Lots of lovely features. You've got a jar. Honestly, Dave, it's jam-packed full. When you take a look, there's 30 dies.
30
dies in this collection. That is a lot of dies.
That's 50p a die.
Honestly, for less than £15, and at this time of year, when things are starting to, you're starting to think about how you're spending your pennies.
You know what, Debbie? They're not just Christmas either, although you may be thinking about Christmas presents and tags for Christmas presents. Birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, you've got the star. They're all generic, really.
They are generic. Lovely shapes, lovely dinky shapes for your lovely tags. Whether it be for your birthday, whether it be for Christmas, because you can, exactly, Alex, any celebration, you've got this fabulous die set. In the black and white cutouts on my board, Dave, that's actually all the pieces, and you can see it a little bit more clearly when they're cut out. And then when you combine them, look, you've got your lovely love heart. Valentine's Day, I know it sounds a mile away, but in reality, it isn't. It's not far away at all. We're only talking 6 weeks to Christmas, so you're looking at Valentine's less than 6 weeks later, after the new year, you've got Valentine's Day.
We're used to seeing shaker cards, and everybody seems to love those, to have shaker tags, but you can incorporate them into your card making as well, as you can see in front of Debbie there on the stand. So we've got the little bottle of perfume, you've got the little star, you've got the little portholes there as well. So for your card making, they're brilliant, but for tags, they are just brilliant. You're loving them. You're all coming in for this morning. This is supposed to be here at 3 o'clock this afternoon, but that's stock permitting. And the way we're going at the moment, lots of you are going for more than one set, actually.
So we've got the tag. That's how it would look. But then what can you do? What else can you do with them, Dave? Well, you can have fun cards with them as well. You can create lots of lovely fun element cards. And can you see now with your shaker element? Absolutely amazing. I love this jar. I think it's absolutely fun.
I mean, that could be a jam jar. It could be a mason jar. Look at this ice cream cone.
Using this with I've turned it into an ice cream cone. Because you've got the fun element in there, and you've got these dies to be able to create this, so you can take them into a fun element. I'm going to show you one that our fabulous Nicole's done, because what she's done with this is she's used certain stamps in our collection of our animal stamps. So can you see the lovely animal stamps?
Cute critters.
So she's made herself, using elements from that shaped shaker tag, she's used elements to create a tag bookmark. And how good is that? I mean, that is such good fun. So literally, that's your shaker tag element. But she's then created, Nicole is one of the most wonderfully talented people on the planet. She is just incredible with what she does. That's why we snapped her up and she actually works for us. She's, Leanne's literally creates everything with a team as well. Because there's Nicole, there's Marie, and there's our lovely Bianca. But they're just an incredible team that come up with some amazing things each and every single time. And of course, you can just use it in your card making. Lovely one that Sean's done here is just taking those tags and popping it into some cards. And then this one, I love this, what Sandy's done. She's created an aperture using some different love heart dies to create this. We've got loads out there, but the tag element swinging in the middle of the
adorable?
card. It's absolutely adorable. And then, of course, you can then have a lot of fun with it. Because what about your gift boxes coming up at Christmas time? If we could have Christmasified this up in Christmas colours, but using those dies to create this lovely box and then your shaker element on the top. And again, really fabulous. Now, I absolutely adore these.
Remember, the Hobbymaker Highlight launches at 7 o'clock in the morning. It then gets repeated at 3 o'clock. It's a 24-hour only offer. So at midnight tonight, this offer will no longer exist. That price will no longer exist. If we have the stock, I reckon this is going to sell out. If not this morning, maybe this afternoon. And you're going to get a full pack, 50 grams of the iridescent sequins as well. And we've actually got more sequins in the show for you too. So if you do want to add something else to your order, maybe you've phoned or maybe you've gone on the website and checked out. Remember, it's a free phone number. So if you have to call back to order something else, you won't pay any more P&P than the $3.95. And if you want the extra sequins, we've got those available for you as well. Are we able to put the details up on the extra sequins? Can we do that? Okay, because I know if you're going to go for the main Hobbymaker Highlight, the chances are you'll probably want to have the extra bags of sequins. You get the iridescent one. Now, the pack of 3 are just here. Now, these are different colours. And these you might think are going to be, a fair price. They're so affordable. And there's 150 grams. You get the lagoon blue, you get the gemstones, which is that almost like AB sort of effect. And then you get that fantastic pink as well. All 3 packs. There's probably thousands of sequins in there. Now, that isn't the price. That's what it should be, $8.97. We can do a better price. I think they're $2.99 each normally. Okay, let's get all 3 bags down to, here we go. Add it into your order, $6.99. So that's basically £2.33 per bag, and there's loads in there. Just look at that blue, that lagoon blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's almost like a mermaid colour with the green turquoise coming off it as well. But there's dozens of, hundreds, absolutely hundreds in there. This one, they call this one actually, what's the colour on this one? This one's called Dusky Pink, but it's that AB. You've got that kind of almost like oil on water effect on that. Really, really cool. And then the brightest of all of them, there you've got your beautiful blush coral, that kind of fuchsia pink. So we're going to give you the iridescent ones in with your Hobbymaker Highlight, but that will last you a little while. But if you want to add the extra 3 bags of sequins, $6.99 is your special price this morning. It's WK2030. Lots of you coming in who, having ordered the Hobbymaker Highlight, putting that into your basket as well. Remember, 1 P&P for the whole day's orders up to midnight tonight, just £3.95. And it's a free phone number, and it's free to order on our website, hobbymaker.co.uk. Good start to the show. Busy, busy, busy.
I knew it would be. And I tell you, I wanted to tell people this morning the price when I did my little thing on Instagram, and I was like, I was so excited. Do you know that? Do you remember? Is it Cracker Jack where Francis was sick or Crush a Grape?
Yes, yes.
Exactly how I feel today, because I love I've always loved the idea of a shaker card, and you used to do it with like different kind of dies, but now you've got please bear with us because we've got some other fabulous shaker dies on the show as well.
We have, yeah.
But these are just such good fun because they're the right size to create those tags and will look lovely as a tag, but then taking it into your card making, This is such a great set of dies for
What about-
very, very little money.
What about
in terms of
charms,
what you can
bag
do.
charms?
Bag charms, yeah. Oh, I love that idea.
Have one on your
Look
bag.
at you.
Yeah.
I'm going to come in all these fancy ideas. You could literally do absolutely anything with these dies. Obviously, the concept from Leanne and the team was these tags, the shaker part of it. But because the dies are so versatile, because they've got elements of cutting into cardstock and creating lots of different things, you've got the options there are honestly massive in terms of creativity.
Now,
what a great set.
remember, that price is not what you're paying. $17.98 is what it should be. We have taken it to $14.99. As the Hobbymaker highlight, every pound counts these days. And, you know, whether you're using them as tags on presents, whether you're using them on tags on bags, you can use them in all sorts of ways, or add it into your card making routine as well. You've got 30 dies, 50p a die, and 50 grams of those iridescent sequins. What a brilliant offer. Brilliant
Absolutely. And again, 30 dies, Dave.
Yep.
Woo, that still blows my mind. There's even, and this is these two pieces here. Can you see these lovely love hearts? These, sorry, three pieces. Love hearts, circles, and stars. They make your sequins.
Oh, wow.
So you can make your own sequins if you don't want to use the iridescent sequins. And believe you me, that packet goes a heck of a long way. But you've got your own dies to create your own. So unlimited. So even when your sequins have gone, you can absolutely just cut out into maybe like mirror cards. And it's like the guys are just saying in my ear now, it's a bit like confetti, Debs. Yes, it is.
Well, actually,
absolutely.
While you're talking about that, can I
Yeah.
just show you a set of 3 dies that I've got here that will make your own sequins out of, say, mirrored card or whatever. Now, we've done these before. These are fantastic. I'll put them down on the table so you can see them better. One sweep through your machine, you will cut dozens in one pass. So you've got all these different shapes of sequins that you can make with these dies. So there you go, look. That's what they will do. One pass, just 15, 16 seconds through your machine, and you've then cut 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. There's about 50 at a time.
Honestly, this
Round
is
about.
a fabulous concept that one of our guys from the head office who works in our CTV department, our lovely Liam,
Yep.
put this idea forward. And this is what we've got. We've got these fabulous dies to create now your own sequins.
So you can
or
make
embellishments.
stars, you can make hearts, and you can make the traditional sequins. It even kind of presses them as well. So you've got the surfaces,
Yeah.
that kind of chamfered surface that you see on sequins. So just use your mirrored card. That's all you get. Maybe you've got some cardstock from Mr. Keith. Maybe you've got some holographic cardstock. You can make those into sequins too with
Yeah.
these fantastic dies. $23.97 is what they should be, but we've got a special price on this as well. RO 2027 for all 3 big dies. Makes around about 50 sequins per pass, roughly. I'm only kind of hazarding a guess on that, but about 50. $18.99 is your price. $18.99, so just over £6, £6.33 per
That's a really
die.
good deal again on a die set that actually will be perfect for not just these dies, but for other dies that we've got coming up later on. Of anything really, because they
Yep.
could be literally your embellishments. You could have these as like, if instead of using gems, you could cut it out into your mirror card and things like that, or glitter card, and just add them as little embellishments, those little finishing details. There's lots of things that you can do with that die set that are a little bit more versatile than you actually think.
You can have like your own sequin factory at home.
Yeah, I like that.
Brilliant. $18.99 for all 3 of them, RO 2027. Right, Debs, over to you.
Right, so I'm going to show you how to use these dies. I'm going to use the star for this one, and this is going to be perfect, you know, for your scraps of paper, Dave, that, you know, we all have them, and I'm not the only one that will admit to this, but we all have what we call a bit box.
Yep.
Jan calls hers a gubbins box. I just literally have a box underneath my desk. When the cardstock that you won't throw away or the papers that you won't throw away, they just get shoved under desk into that box. This is that box that you're going to pull out and use for these fabulous dies. So you're getting a full die set. This is just 2. So 2 of those from the star set of 4, which you can see straight away. And that's just one element of that. And we'll come back to those in a second. But these cut out your solids, but also when you put them together, cut out your front part of your shaker too. So when I use those 2s together, and can I just tell you, because I had this question, and I think I saw it last night on my socials when I popped on what I were doing today. Someone asked me a question, would they fit through your smaller machines? Yes.
Yes, they will.
Yes, they will.
Good.
So you're going to fit these through your mini.
Okay.
That's how, because the size of them enables you to put them through your mini platform, or if you've got a Gemini Go, you could do that as well.
Okay.
So we'll just run those through, and I'm going to pop on another one on there. Looks like a pencil when it's on, Dave, but it actually creates a lovely little bit of a tag. So again, a really nice little feature. Let me grab me low tack tape again. So I've got, you know, all this space, and I'm still running out of space. Yeah, shall we use one of those sequin pieces? I've got a little scrap of green, and I'll go with, because it's a star, I'll go with some stars. I am going to have a little bit of a mix though, so I'm going to use some of the sequins that you're getting if you're going for that full bundle. It's not like there is a full bundle at all. If you're going for that fabulous bundle.
Can't get over the price though.
The price is absolutely amazing.
50p a die, and you get the sequins as well for $14.99.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
it's a great, and it's a lovely fun set, and it's a very inexpensive set that I know, and you know what, this could even be a secret Santa present that you could give to someone.
But like you say, it's a really good way of using up your bit box.
Yeah.
You know, think about how much tags can cost, and I bet you, whatever you like, you would struggle to find shaker tags in the shops.
Yeah.
They may exist, but I've never seen them. You can make your own, and you can sell them too.
You can, yeah. So, and look, even with my little waist bit, Dave, I've still got a lovely little star there as well. And of course, again, when I bring in, and I'll just going to use the outer part now. So rather than the inner part, which is the two pieces together, I'm just going to use the outer bit to create myself my background part. But then you've got your little tag on there as well that I'm going to use for something. Honestly, this is just a great fun set, and look at all your little sequins. Don't be throwing those in the bin. That's exactly what you want this time. It's not the time to sweep up.
No.
It's the time to pop them in a little pot. Maybe get yourself a little pot and pop those in. But again, a lot of good fun. Really good fun, these, and I know that you're going to absolutely love them. Multi-cut those as well. Maybe layer up 2 pieces of cardstock and cut that out all in one piece.
I'm just thinking, you know, if you do sell your cards and you've never really thought about making gift tags, you know, I reckon you could sell a pack of 5 shaker tags maybe for £5.
Oh God, easily, yeah.
You know, it only cost you $14.99 for the dies to make them and a few sequins. And you can even make your own sequins with the dies in here as well. So whether you're just buying them for yourself for fun, for your own family, or whether you are thinking of selling them as well, they'll fly because they're different.
Now, I have got a piece of acetate. So, Dave, again, I've already pre-done this, but from that pink one, using this outer piece, you want to create something where it sits on top of. You don't want it to be smaller, so that's why you're going to make a solid piece, because that's going to act as your backdrop for your shaker. You're then going to, and because, again, you don't want anything falling out from your shaker, you take some acetate. Now, we did have acetate, and I think it's on the show as well. This is the heavyweight acetate that we do, which is in A5. Now, I know we had it on yesterday.
Yeah, it's a pack of 75, 3 packs of 25,
Really?
plus the red liner tape.
Oh my goodness, it's coming as a bundle.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, they did that yesterday, so that's on the website.
Yeah, and you're going to definitely need it. So again, this is why you would have this. So that's well worth going and having a little look for, because you do need some acetate, and red liner tape's a good one to hold the acetate down as well.
Absolutely.
So that cuts out, again, and I know I'm going to try and do it on my hand so you can see there, that lovely star feature, because you want that to sit at the back of this. So this is when you're going to use tape pens, whatever it is, just to seal it down, maybe a bit of tacky glue. What I'm just wanting to do is just literally go around the outskirts of that lovely die, and then add the acetate into the back, so nothing's going to escape, because I've now got that covered. And you can hear that there.
Yeah.
And then you're going to use, now I'm not sure if this is on the show, Dave, but we do foam on a roll.
Yes.
And again, you're going to need some form of some form of foam. Some form of foam, Dave. But you do need some foam to be able to lift off the back. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take it, and our lovely foam is bendable.
Okay.
So it means instead of having to start, stop, you just continue to go around. Of course you can just tear it and come off there.
Okay.
But what you're going to do is just go all the way around that, Dave. And if I just bring in the one that I've already pre-done.
Now, I know loads of you will have foam like this anyway at
Yeah.
home, but if you haven't, just go to the Crafter's Companion brand section on our website, website, hobbymaker.co.uk, and you'll see all the foam rolls, and you'll see that offer with the acetate and the red liner tape. We'll try and see if we can get that added into the show for 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you're going to pop in, and now I'm going to pop my little pieces just into there. So rather than scoop those up, I'm going to come and pop some of those in. I've actually popped a few little sequins as well. So I'm using a few of the iridescents. I'm going to go in and just pop those down. Now, when... Oh, you don't want to be doing that, Debbie. You want to be making sure they go inside there. So let's just go inside. I'll take those off. Very sticky foam. Absolutely it is, Alex. It's very sticky foam. And I'm going to let me just pick those up, chuck those back inside. You could actually pop them on, if you want to try and be a bit more careful than Debbie's done there. Pop them on to the inside part of this, taking care not to go around the outside. And what you don't want to do is a Debbie.
Don't do a Debbie.
Don't do a Debbie, as I would say. Make sure that there's none stuck on there, because if you've got it stuck onto the outside of your foam pad, it's not going... Exactly. Alex is on the ball today, isn't he?
Yep.
He's getting the hang of his crafting malarkey. Is our lovely Alex. So again, you're just going to pop that onto the back. And of course, if you have got it, not only is it in danger, it's not going to move either, but you've got a lovely now little shaker element.
So cute, isn't it?
And it really is. I'm going to show you the one that I did earlier that hasn't got any more... There you go. Again, little shaker. And what I'm just going to do, Dave, is I'm going to add a little bit of a ribbon just to the back of it to add as a little tag.
You can make them into little badges for the kids. That could be like a
the
sheriff's badge.
kids. The kids are going to love these. Your grandkids are going to love them.
On their satchels or the school bags.
Let's just grab my scissors. But yeah, the kids are going to absolutely love these. But you will. And the thing is, they're versatile, which means that you can use them in a lot of different ways as well, Dave, which for me always appeals to me as a crafter. I want something that will offer me something that little bit more than a one-trick pony, and that's definitely these.
The gang have been looking online at some kind of crafting websites to see how much tags are, and a set of 4 or 5 have been like £5, and they were just kind of plain craft cards. You know, this is 3-dimensional shaker tags. You could easily charge £5 for 4, or maybe even more than that if you wanted to earn a little bit of money making these. And people will love them. People at work that you work with or social clubs that you go to, when they find out you make these, everyone will want them.
And that's how easy it is to actually just cut it out, use those sequins that you're getting in that bundle to create your little tag. But I'm going to extend this. I'm going to do something a little bit more for the next part of this demo.
Okay.
So I'm just going to have a little clear up.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
Come back to me in a second.
I did promise you that we got some amazing deals on 12 by 12 paper pads in this show. I teased you in the last hour, actually, because we had the vintage butterflies in a fantastic Sarah signature collection. Now, I did promise you that I was going to give you a fantastic deal on both of these pads. So you've got basically the vintage butterfly pads, which will go well with the Sarah signature from the last hour. And you've also got Country Lane, which also featured as one of the Sarah signatures in the last hour. Now, this deal, we have a limited, and I mean a very limited quantity of, okay? Now, they should be £31.98, so they're £15.99 per pad, all right? And if I just quickly give you a flick through so you can see the lovely artwork. This one's the vintage butterflies, all double-sided. You've got old-fashioned postcards and old-fashioned franking stamps and that sort of thing as well, which I absolutely love. I love anything like that, vintage postcards and old writing, trying to decipher what it says. But look at the artwork, absolutely stunning. Beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous quality. Now, the GSM is 180, and you get a total of 36 sheets. That's the vintage butterfly. Lovely colour tones in that one. And then the Country Lanes, this has been a popular one as well, very popular indeed. Everything to do with the countryside, predominantly green and pinks in there again. It's double-sided, so you've got a bold pattern one side of the sheet and a slightly less bold pattern on the reverse side. But look at it, isn't it beautiful? Autumnal colours, there we are into autumn with the mustards and the browns, then into winter with the purples and the blues. Beautiful. So you've got textures on there, lovely flowers, butterflies, though Country Lane and the vintage butterflies. What do you think we can do? What do you think we can do it? Okay, are you ready for a deal that I promised you? And we only have a few of them. VJ, 2097, put it in your basket, please. If you heard me at 6 o'clock or between 6 and 7, I was going to tell you that you buy one, you get one free. It's a half-price deal, virtually half-price deal. $16.99 for both. Wow, they should be over £31. You're getting both of them for £16.99 multi-order. Hello, Julie. Julie in North Yorkshire, Julie in Lancashire, Jane in Hampshire, Sandra in West Midlands. All the Janes this morning, the Julies, yeah, and Sandra too. You're all coming in for this. 72 sheets for £16.99. If you want 2 sets, feel free. I don't know how many we've got, but I know we don't have many. Sandra's in West Midlands. Jane's checked out very quickly. And remember, it's not yours until you check out. Do please bear that in mind. If it's in your basket, it's not safe. You need to check out. That confirms your order. And remember, you may have bought something already. Maybe you bought those fantastic tag shaker dies. And you're thinking, oh, I've got a phone again. It's a free phone number. All it is your time. That's all. It's no charge to order on the website either. And the P&P is always 1 per day of £3.95. So you could have bought the tags. You could buy these paper pads. You could buy the other paper pads we've got on the show. 1 postage of £3.95. It pays to get up early and watch Wake Up with Hobbymaker, or just make it part of your early morning routine if you don't kind of surface until 8 o'clock normally. Just sit in bed, watch us with a cup of tea or coffee and bag a bargain. Now this is supposed to be at 3 o'clock as well. It might not be. I don't know how many we've got, but we've got only a limited quantity. A quarter of the stock has, how much? 3/4.
I mean, to be fair, Dave, I'm not surprised that they're flying, and I'll tell you for why, because I say this a lot. I go to a local craft store where I live. It's in Elstica. It's a lovely little craft shop, love it to bits, and she sells 12 by 12 double-sided papers that can be anywhere from £1 up to £1.75.
Okay.
We are talking value. How many sheets is that altogether,
72.
Dave? 72 sheets?
Yes.
I wonder if anybody can do the maths with this. Take a look at the price on the screen, divide that by your 72 and tell me what that works out at, because this is the true value of this.
23p.
23p. I pay £1.75 for a decent 12 by 12 double-sided paper.
Now,
this is the gorgeous quality and the design that matches 2 of those gorgeous collections from the Sari signature, and I don't think for a minute we're going to have any left this afternoon.
As it stands at the moment, if everyone checks out, this is sold out, and I don't know if we can get any more stock for this afternoon show. We'll try. We've got more in baskets than we actually have stock, so it's crucial, please, to check your baskets out. Be one of the last few to get that deal. Both of them for £16.99. Now, the other double deal I wanted to show you, we did this yesterday, is this. Now, this is absolute luxury.
You love this, Dave.
I do love this. Now, this is no ordinary foil cardstock in here. This is the high-end foil cardstock. Let me just move this to the middle. Oh, no room here.
Are you rejigging everything, Dave?
I am.
Are you rejigging?
Okay.
We have got a lot. The designer meal. We've got a lot on this morning. We have had a lot on this morning.
Okay.
It's definitely worth getting up early here at Hobbymaker to get hold of these great deals.
Now, oh, this has been sealed. Never mind. Now, these are £35 each. This foil cardstock is stunning. It really, really is. Now, you've got blue, you've got silver, you've got rose gold, but look at the patterns that you've got on here as well. How stunning is this? 32 sheets, and that's like a green and gold foiling, but you can see the luxury and the quality of this cardstock. Worth £34 each pad.
I've opened it
Thank
for
you,
you, Dave.
Debbie.
Chuck, there's that one over here. I'll open this for you.
Now, this one...
You really have to see this cardstock. It's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. It is. Absolutely fabulous. I think we put the ones that were open from yesterday back away somewhere else, because that is the most gorgeous luxury 12 by 12 mirror card with that foiling stamped into it, and it's absolutely stunning. But your gold and silver, obviously, at this time of year, are just going to be absolutely exquisite for your Christmas makes.
Yep.
But for your box making, I'm looking at that. That would work with the vintage, the butterflies. They're absolutely stunning. When you see what you're getting.
What I would do is I'd use the foil for the box lid and plain
you're saying
cardstock
this.
for the block base, make it go twice as far, but you could sell those boxes
And
quite a bit.
we said that, didn't we, Dave? When you mentioned that, because me personally, I would have done top and bottom to give it a real lovely, luxurious finish when it comes to your box making. But we said this yesterday, and it's true. Dave's suggestion, absolutely amazing. That'd be 64 boxes that you could make, and even if you charged £1, which is a very conservative figure when we say that, but you could charge yourself £1 to people for selling really great, big, beautiful boxes with that lovely luxury foil.
I mean, I know
and
the
you're
quality.
going to get your money back and some. in terms of what you're going to be paying.
The quality
for
comes
those two
over.
pads.
I mean, it really screams high-end quality, and that's why it justifies that price tag of about £35 per pad. The special price, while we have stock, and I know many of you took advantage of this yesterday, this is all we have left now. Let us show you what you can do. 64 sheets of the finest mirrored, printed and embossed cardstock. Here's the price for both. Yeah, I know. That's £17.50 each. That's normally the price for one. That's nearly £70 worth of high-end mirrored cardstock. You're getting both of them for $34.99, £17.50 each. Treat yourself. I mean, maybe at $34.99 you'd think, oh, no, I can't spend £70 on cardstock like that, but I can see it's great quality. But when we can do this deal for you, half the price, for, like you were saying, 72 potential boxes you could be making, even at £1 a box, but certainly boxes made out of this, I reckon you could charge £3 or £4.
Or you could get a little bit more, I was being very conservative in terms of literally saying just sell them at £1 or you'll get your, I mean, what's that, £72 back, and you're paying $34.99 for both.
But look at the quality.
So you can see what you can be doing with them. If you make to sell, of course, because this beautiful cardstock can be used for any construction. It could be for card bases, it could be for simply cutting in for your mats and layers. You could be using this in your tag making if you wanted to, Dave, and just imagine how many of those tags you're going to get out of one sheet. Honestly, it's just a fabulous 12 by 12 luxury, pure luxury. I mean, when you get this home,
look at the reflection.
You will understand what I mean.
There's no distortion.
Is outstanding.
You're not in the fairground house of mirrors and it's all distorted. It's literally a true reflection. That's the quality that we're talking about here. Quality costs more money. Today, we've halved the price for you. This one is the half silver, half gold. Look, it's like looking in a mirror. It really is, an etched mirror. It's that good, the quality. Then we go on to the gold as well. $34.99, $17.50 per pad. What are you using this for? Chop into it, cut into it, score it, fold it, make boxes with it. If you've got your scoreboard, maybe from Crafter's Companion, perfect companion to get with this. $34.99, it is half the price. We don't have many of these left now either. Have the vintage butterflies and Country Lane sold out, or are they just about to go? Yeah, they've gone. Congratulations if you've got it in your basket and you've checked out. There's one left that hasn't checked out, but someone has got that in their basket.
At that price, I wish it were me. I'm just going to say, because that is amazing, amazing value for money, and I'm not going to be able to do it very quickly under counter, which is what I've done before it passed. Honestly, a great deal to get hold of it. I will make a phone call to our lovely Kelly after the show, but I'm going to be totally honest, Dave. I'm not sure. I genuinely mean this. I'm not trying to put it on or anything like that. I'm just going to make that phone call and ask the question to see whether or not we can get it back for that later show, because we've got a show at 3 p.m. with these, with the Sora signature again. Well, we'll just make sure. But
this is
I can't say
all the stock we've got at the moment. Okay. Now, the highlight, the hobby highlight. What's it all about? It's just after 7:30, so many people wake up at 7:30. This is your hobby highlight. Now, you think to yourself, oh, it's a little collection of dies. That's really cool. But these are no ordinary die collections. This is your opportunity to make shaker tags. Tags to put on presents. You've got the sequins included as well. You get 50 grams of those iridescent sequins together with all the dies. You can make square, you can make little jars, you can make stars, you can make circles, love hearts into tags for present giving or for bag charms. Even people have tags on their mobiles these days.
And then take it further, because at the end of the day, these will create, they've been designed, with Leanne and the team have designed these for that shaker tag element.
Yeah.
But I want you to, and exactly, thank you so much for showing those, because I just wanted to show you how you can take this into your card making, and how you can take it into your scrapbook pages, and how you can take it into your fun folds and all those kind of things, into your boxes, tags for boxes, tags for cards, cut it into that cardstock. That lovely star one is a perfect example of how you can use this set to create your shaker cards as well. Yep. It's like a 2 for the price of 1. You can create the shaker tags and you can create the shaker cards all in one for that price that you see on the screen, which is not the price, Dave.
It's not, no. $17.98 is what it should be. It's not the price you're going to be paying. We'll drop it down. It's $14.99. VA2024. Hobbymaker highlight price under £15, 50p a die, plus a big bag of sequins.
30 dies. Look at this, 30 dies in your set, plus the iridescent, beautiful sequins as well to create your shaker elements. The black and white part here is the actual cutouts, and it shows you, if I just drop that down for a second, Dave, you can mat and layer stars if you want to mat and layer stars. So you can use it as nesting dies.
Yep.
And that applies for the jar, it applies for the circles, it applies for the stars, it applies for the love hearts, because you can put the love hearts and you can have those as a nesting die. But what it enables you to do is cut out your tag, your shape tag, to create the shaped element. So that's the love heart one from the love heart 2 dies. And then again, you can take this and pop it into your cardstock. It cuts into cardstock. The same with your circle. So the circle element, and this is a lovely, look at the scallop feature it creates when it creates a nesting die. Looks stunning, but then take it basically into your shaker tag. That's what it looks like on your shaker tag.
I know lots of crafters that at the moment are looking to start up like a little cottage industry, something to do maybe at the weekend that you enjoy doing that you can make a bit of money with. Can I suggest that this may be the new best thing? Because, making and selling cards, there's nothing new there. But making and selling animated tags, tags that move, shaker tags, I've never seen that before.
Exactly.
So you'll be offering something new at the local church hall with the Christmas fairs, or online if you've got your own website or anything like that. I reckon you could charge £5 for 4 of them easily, if not more.
Easily. And I mean, look at the price on the screen. Look at that price there. When you think of what you can do with these, you could have a table full of cards, of tags, gift boxes with tags on, all sorts of different things.
People will love them.
And they are going to love them because there's something that little bit quirky.
I always judge how popular a product is on the TV with us, and then kind of take that across to how popular what you make with that product will be when you're out and about. Because if it's popular to buy, what you make from it is going to be popular for you to sell.
Yeah.
That's the way I think of it, and this is flying. It really is.
Absolutely. So can I do the second part to the demo? Just so I'm going to take it into the card. I am going to add the tag that I've just made. I am going to be popping that onto this, but taking it into card. Now I've taken some of our retro rainbow. I remember that. I love this cardstock. It's just amazing. Really bright, really amazing. Now what I've done with this, Dave, is I've popped my die and I've just scattered these around and taken a pencil and drawn around the inside to position where I want this. So take a pencil, draw around the inside, and I've done that 3 times because this is where I want to lay down the die to create the aperture. So again, I'm just going to pop it on and hold it down with a low tack. Now you're probably thinking, well, why aren't you using the outside bit? Well, I want to create the aperture, so I'm going with the smaller. So the die, that's the outside die that creates the base. It creates also, when you combine it together, the tag feature. But for me to create the aperture, I just need the smaller one. So I'm going to leave that to one side, and then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. And I think because it's a straightforward die, Dave, I'm going to do the 2 plates and the plastic shim.
Okay. Now, loads of you are also adding the extra sequins into your order as well, because obviously they are consumable. They will run out eventually. The blue, the beautiful pink, what's that one called? Dusky pink, and then the coral blush. If you want those 3, they're available as a 3-pack, and they are a brilliant price as well. So that should last you a long, long time, because that will work well, obviously, with the Hobbymaker highlights. Here it is on the screen. There we are, £8.97 for all 3, so under £3 a pack, which is amazing.
It is.
150 grams.
Absolutely. I mean, it is amazing. Now, as you can see, Dave, I'm cutting out my little apertures. So I've gone along, I've done 2, and it's got a lovely stitch design around the outside of this. So I'm just popping those on into place, and this will create, for me, the aperture part of the card. So again, popping that and running that through the machine enables me now, and also I'm cutting out some extra little stars that I can use for either a further project or could be an extra decoration for the background of my card.
Keep
if I
those in
wanted
an envelope somewhere.
Absolutely, that's exactly what you're going to do. And that's now created me 3 little inner pieces that I can use further, but has also created for me now the aperture part to the style of card that I'm going. I've taken a DL kind of shaped card. I'm going to pop that on, and again, no matter where you place them, this will look absolutely fabulous. But what I need now is the outside part. So that's when you're going to take those 2 pieces of the die, run it through again, and I've just used the black cardstock, and then it's going to sit over the top to create that lovely little contrast on top of that card. And if I just move that off for a second, so you can see there. So get your tape or your glue, whatever it is that you want to pop around the outside. So I'm actually not using this now as the shaker, I'm just using it to create the aperture. So again, versatility. Dave, I say it all the time, and I must sound like a broken record when I say it, but I want something that does more than one thing for me.
You want a
And
die that can do 2, 3, 4, 5 things. And these dies can.
And that's exactly what this does for me as a crafter. It's exactly what it does. So in terms of the card, now again, like I said, that would cut out that part. When you've then popped it on, and I'm just going to show you, I've popped it all onto the back now, all 3 of those. Like so. I've actually popped, and I wanted to speed this up because it takes, I'm not saying it takes a lot of time, but not enough time for me to get it done in this particular show. So I've put the acetate on the back first, like I did with the shaker, acetate to seal it, gone over, and I've actually chosen to go around each one, so I can individually have those as shakers. If you don't want to go that fiddly, leave the tape off those and have it as a true, like, rectangular kind of style and have all your sequins floating around in between the 3. So there's lots of things that you can do with that. I've already taken the backing off those because, like I said, it can be a tricky, fiddly little job. However, with your foam on a roll, and please do go and check that website out because I'm pretty sure it'll be on there.
We'll try and get it added to the show this afternoon,
Yes,
but it will be on the website under Crafter's Companion.
Yeah, and the acetate's definitely there because we had that. You can use foam strips, Alex, yeah, absolutely.
Foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll, foam strips, any kind of foam that you can achieve that effect.
And we've got the acetate as well on the website too.
I'm just going to pop into the background before... Oh, Debbie, I'm doing it again. Don't you dare. Such a sticky little devil it is. I'm just going to pop that into the background so that I've got a little bit of a contrast for my shaker elements. Now, I'm going to use sequins for this, Dave. So, again... pop that on, and I'm going to put some sequins. Let's go in with some, do you know, I love these, Dave, because they're resealable bags.
Oh, great.
So, do you know, if you don't want to put them into a little tub, they've got, like, do you know, that's like on cheese and things like that when you reseal. Oh, I wish I'd never mentioned cheese now.
It's nearly breakfast time.
I know. Shall I know, I just think it's... I love cheese. It's my absolute favourite. It's one of those things that I can never give up in a month of Sundays. So I've popped a few little sequins. I'm going to actually mix it with some of that beautiful blue lagoon as well. So let's go in, mix up some of those. I'm not going to go too mad because I have actually used these stars. If I'd have done with the, do you know, the rectangular and not done it round the stars, Dave, I could have done this.
Okay.
But again, you need to try and position and make sure it doesn't get caught on the foam, because if you get it caught on the foam, it can actually be a little bit tricky. But I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a... And I just do it by eye. I'm not going to lie. I don't. there's no rhyme and reason with this.
And some people like to really fully load their shakers, and other people like to be quite sparing with it. It's up to you, really.
It's up to you. It's exactly up to you. And do you know what? If you don't want to use sequins, do you know what else you could use? Beads. Those little jewel beads.
Yeah.
You could use things
Little
like
seed
buttons.
beads. Yeah.
Sea beads. Yeah, buttons. And if you're going to use buttons, because they're thicker, you're going to double foam. So you're going to double up with your foam.
Right.
So you've got some movement for them to move around in. But yeah, honestly, there's so much things you can do with your sequins. So I'm going to drop that down. I'm quite happy with where they are. So I'm going to pop that down and seal around each one. And like I said, if I hadn't put it around the stars underneath, I could have had that floating in between all 3 where I could shake. But as it is, I've got some lovely little shaker elements, which is just a really nice way to do that. And then, of course, you can add your sentiment on, which is what I've done with this one, Dave. And I'll just bring this round so you can see. I've just popped a couple of little gems just on top and added my sentiments with my little shaker elements. And then going back to my tag, I've actually taken a stamped happy birthday, taken my large die, gone around there to create a little background piece because I want to say happy birthday on the back of my tag as well. So I'm just going to seal that on using that red liner tape that I've already got and just adding a little bit more glue into places just to seal that down. And because I want to make sure it sits when it's on the tag, just go around the outside. And I've got myself my little happy birthday tag now that sits onto the back of my card. And again, just attach it however you want to attach it, Dave. Glue, hot glue, but then you've got your little tag onto your card as well. So it makes a beautiful tag that you could actually, with the box, maybe make your box out of this and then add into a card making element. But again, the options that you've got with this collection are truly truly versatile. You are going to get so creative with this set for less than £15.
I mean, these are probably the most versatile sizes that you can ever invest in, because the larger shaker dies that we've done in the past, probably you couldn't use them as tags, they'd be too big. But these, they're not too small that you can't use them on your card, but they're just the right size for tags, whether you're hanging them off presents, whether you're hanging them off bags, however you're going to be using them. And you've got enough, all the dies in here to make your heart, the star, you've got the bauble or the circle, you've got your mason jar, you've got your ticket, and you've also got that shape as well. So 6 potential different shapes of tag you can make that you can put your sequins into. You've even got the die to create the little hook at the top that you can put your, your ribbon through and that sort of thing. But you're also going to get you started, a huge bag. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sequins in here, 50 grams. And you've got round sequins, you've got star sequins in there as well, large and small. And they've all got that iridescent kind of AB coating on them as well. I reckon there's a couple of thousand in there, must be. I'm only guessing at that, but you get 50 grams, that's a lot. So the whole thing is $14.99. And look at what you can make with them. Look at these cards with the shaker in the middle. Perfect size for that. But for tag making, I love the idea of making them and selling them, if that's what you've been looking for. If you've been looking for a new sort of theme or a new sort of area to go into, these will fly. If you put them in packs of 5 or packs of 4 for £5 or something like that, they'd fly. They really would. I'd buy them.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Gorgeous. And it just I mean, I'm still trying to get my head around the price. This is a brand new die set, not being launched anywhere else, can I just say. I'm heading up to head office tomorrow to do some shows up there, launching it up at our place. Today is the exclusive. You get hold of it today, you can have this back at home with you in a couple of days' time. Absolutely amazing die set, versatile die set. Create your lovely shaped tags, create your lovely shaped cards, your apertures. What are you going to put your tag on? Are you going to put it onto gift boxes? Are you going to actually do this element onto a gift box? So you've got the options of having it as a tag, but the options of having it into your gift boxes, as well as all your fun fold cards as well. I created a little bit of an ice cream with this one.
I love that.
So honestly, just using that round circular one. A lovely jar as well. I've got a lovely jar in there. Yeah. But again, have a little fun, have a little play. Use them in your card making. Or as our lovely Nicole did, she's got, Nicole's a big reader, so this is why she's done this one. She loves book tags and gift, I'll get it right, Debbie, bookmarks, but with an added little gift card. What a great present that would be for your book lovers out there, to create something and have something like this. It's just absolutely amazing.
Let me just say hello to some of you that have got it in your basket. Please check out Catherine in Lancashire, Susan in Bridgend, Carolyn in Staffordshire, Elaine in Bedfordshire, Audrey in Merseyside, Mo in South Yorkshire, morning Mo, Susan in West Yorkshire, Elizabeth in Lanarkshire, Yvonne in Warwickshire, then it goes off the end of my screen. So we've got loads of you putting this in your basket. Lots of you are adding the extra sequins as well. Do remember, we don't charge P&P per order, we charge P&P per day. So if you come back later on and think, oh, I want those extra packets of sequins, or I want those extra Centura pearl sheets, or that pack of 3 Crafter's Companion tape pens, no extra P&P to pay. If you've bought one thing already, the rest of the day you can forget about the postage.
Honestly, it still blows my mind, that, Dave. And it is, honestly, you guys just blow me away. That's an amazing thing to say, that you can order as many times as you want during the day and only pay that one postage
Do treat
package.
yourself to these, though. 3 packs of 50 grams of sequins. The price of this, what was the price on this again, Alex, for the sequins?
I think they're around the £3 mark, Dave. I think they're about £3 per pack.
We'll put the details up for you for the sequins.
I think they're about £3 per pack.
There we go.
If I remember rightly, they could. I mean, there might be a little bit more, to be fair. It's been a while since I've worked in store.
You're going to get 50 grams to get you started. The iridescent ones, they're $6.99 for all 3. So that's amazing value, and there are literally thousands of sequins.
That's going to last you a long time. You can even use those sequins like I've done in the past, just to do, instead of using diamantes or little jewels, just scatter them around your cards to add a little bit of extra embellishment as well. But of course, they're designed to be inside your shaker cards and shaker tags.
Well, single packs are $2.99, so you get 3 for $6.99, which is a great deal. So you save about £2 or £3 off the price.
It is.
Debbie, thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's been great.
It's flown by. 2 hours has just flown by yet again. But I am back later on this afternoon for another 2 hours.
Good.
With yourself, with your good self later on.
Good. So it's Crafter's Companion and Hunky Dory to come. fun this afternoon. Check the website if you'd like to. Remember, coming up, we have got Jewellery Maker and Sewing Street, depending on where you're watching us. And we'll be back at 1 o'clock this afternoon with lots more fun here on Hobbymaker. Enjoy your sequins and enjoy your shakers. See you soon.